Cassoni's ball in, clutched easily by Gvozdenović before he had to go off. Then a decent ball in, which was headed goalwards by Marc'Antonio. Gvozdenović behind it. It was a good opportunity, and that's pretty much the only space that Chievo were able to find inside the Red Star box in the entirety of the first period. And Rossa going through, but producing a pretty weak effort. At the other end, the ball knocked in from the free kick, which Chievo failed to clear in the deflected effort over the bar. And Red Star coming forward. Lupatelli on the far side, getting it at the second attempt. Fine play this from Red Star, probably the most inspired moment of the match. Dejan Milovanović has had a decent first half. One such stuff which almost lets in Pjanic on the far side. But a combination of Lupatelli and Legratale. And then Lupatelli going to ground, only see the deflected header go wide. Ball then knocked in, and Marc'Antonio completely missing his kick. And the best chance of the first half so far, it fell to Red Star. Goodness knows what Lupatelli was doing that far out of his area. Pjanic couldn't capitalise, so at half-time, it's Chievo 0, Red Star 0. A bit more excitement in the second half, please. The second half underway. Chievo, it has to be pointed out, the suburb of Verona with just 2,700 inhabitants, a remarkable achievement to get into Europe. They only entered the professional ranks in 1986. And it can't be repeated enough that last year was their first ever in Serie A. Had some wonderful moments in the Italian league last season, notably 2-1 win. There's very few inhibitions and just does what comes naturally. Not nodded in field, but no a convincing touch. It's forwards by Lorenzo Danna. And well, that was Nenad Lalatović, forced away from his own goal. First substitution for Chievo is going to be the introduction of Daniele Franceschini, and it's Oliver Bierhoff unsurprisingly making way. He's done nothing tonight, and Bierhoff may well have had a long and illustrious career. 34 years old now, but well, is he at the tail end of it? A man who will forever be remembered as match winner in the Euro 96 final, with 2 goals at Wembley Stadium that beat the Czech Republic. But it's Daniele Franceschini who comes on. Signed last year from Regina. Franceschini. The free kick, and out comes the substitute goalkeeper Angelovic. Good claim as well. Red Star looking a lot more organised in this half. Marauding play there from Gvozdenović. He's forced back though, Red Star still have it. Look a lot more comfortable than Chievo. Given away though. Legratale tries to give it to Danna there, but he's out of play. Picked up by Fabio Moro. Perotta, give it away though. Prodded forward, Franceschini. Not a bad ball to the far side, which is headed out by Boskovic. Chievo still have it. And that's an awful ball in. Look at the Chievo midfield, not themselves at all tonight. Simone Perotta likes to put his foot on the ball and create things, but well, the amount of times he's given it away tonight defies belief. Gvozdenović. Mergia. Legratali. And again. There's Perotta. And Franceschini, beaten by two red and white shirts. Spotted in field by Mergia. Good running forward from Budic. Maybe opportunities for Red Star here, and well, no wonder Pjanovic and Mergia will have asked why that ball wasn't squared there. It was Branko Boskovic who went for not the most attractive option. Such a tight angle, and there were two absolutely unmarked straight in the centre. Morrow. Perotta. Just too much weight on those balls over the top. Marc'Antonio has had a thoroughly fruitless evening since missing his kick, one of two openings he had in the first half. This is more like it from Chievo though. Goalkeeper thought about coming but then didn't bother. Back it's come to Franceschini! Oh, so close to the opening goal, and Red Star get away with it. Franceschini should have scored. Nevertheless, it is the closest we've come to a goal. Tried to place it into the top corner, and in fact, Rangelovic got a touch on it. Good save. Danger not over for Red Star yet, though it might be now. That's injected some life into the home fans. But it's still goalless. And unlucky really from Franceschini, but well, with a free effort as Kovacevic slid across to him, rattled the woodwork. Good pullback, and the closest Chievo have come yet. Perotta. Well, that is terrible, Simone Perotta. Well, not that it was easy to tell on first observation, but Ivan Rangelović did get a hand on Franceschini's effort. Vidic. This is Markovic. Had a good game at right back, Marjan Markovic. Not afraid to get himself forward. And Luigi Del Neri wants to make another change. Red Star corner, and Lupatelli made the save. Not sure he knew too much about it. There were plenty of red and white shirts inside the box, and in the end, that was Lalatovic's header, and it came off Lupatelli's shoulder at point-blank range. So another corner for Red Star, and Lupatelli flaps it out. Play it away on there by really Baskakov. Much to the dismay of the home fans, two of them crowded out Marazina. As it stands now, we're heading for extra time. It's Bagetto for Passoni even. Well, Bagetto He's a striker, Luigi Baghetto, 35 years old, slung on up front in the hope of getting something for Chievo. Another throw-in. Up by Dudic to Mladenović, and the ball through, no offside against Pjanović, round Lupatelli, across it comes to Gvozdenović. At last we have a goal. It's gone Red Star's way. Nightmare for Chievo. 20 minutes to go, and Red Star at last have broken the deadlock in this tie. A crucial away goal. Well, a moment of inspiration really from Mihailo Pjanović, who's been, well, one of only a couple of outstanding players in this match. Across it came, in fact. Pjanović went for goal himself there. It fell perfectly for Gvozdenović, and there was no way he was going to miss that. Marc'Antonio got back and it hit his leg. With 20 minutes to go, Chievo with a mountain to climb. They've got to muster 2 goals, having not looked like scoring at all tonight. The effort from Franceschini aside, which is in danger of summing up their evening. Pjanović across, Gvozdenović, easy finish. And that's the first goal of the season for him. That's just what it means to the Red Star bench. Well, can Chievo respond? Legratali. And again. Here it comes, Perotta again over the top. Well, it's in the net, but it won't count. Franceschini offside. And in fairness, Chievo are not really contesting that decision. Perotta lifted it over, and Franceschini had just strayed there. It was tight, but the linesman got it spot on. Good finish from Franceschini, who's, well, been Chievo's best attacker, it has to be said, despite being a substitution made 10 minutes into the second half. Fielded by Morrow. Rossa with the turn and pass. Salvatore Lana brought down. It was Dragan Mrđa, the guilty party. In fact, a foot up there. It'll be a Red Star substitution. This is Dejan Milovanović coming on. Milovanović even. Don't want to miss out a syllable there. In fact, it's Krivokapic coming on. And it was Dragan Mrđa, the player, brought off. Second goal would surely seal it for Red Star Belgrade. Morrow forward. Is Milovanović coming on. Dejan Milovanović. Just 18, Milovanović. Just over 10 minutes in which to make his mark. Mladenović. Forward by Markovic. Mladenović forward. Kijevo will try and win this. Is Perotta. This is Pellissier, the third Chievo substitute. He incidentally replaced Massimo Marazzina. Pellissier got it back to Lana there. He's looking to get the ball in with his right foot. Comes out by Vidic. Franceschini in. Oh, and the back heel was very attractive. Baguetto. Yeah, the ball came over and into the path of Luigi Baguetto. It would have been one of the most flair goals of the UEFA Cup, that, but Angelovic safely behind it. Red Star coming forward and looking to counter-attack. 3 on 3, another one joining the attack there, and tripped. Will win the free kick there. It was a good looking break, that. Gvozdenović brought down, and by the looks of things wants to take responsibility for the free kick as well. It was a cheeky trip really from Salvatore Lana. Gvozdenović. Milovanović has it short and he'll go for goal. Oh, it's surprised Lopatelli, and that's it. Red Star going through to the second round of the UEFA Cup, and it's the substitute, 18-year-old Dejan Milovanović, who has sealed it with a stunning strike that caught everyone, and not least Cristiano Lopatelli, by surprise. Been on the pitch less than 10 minutes. And he is billed as a rising star of Yugoslavian football, and that goal will do him no harm at all, but Lopatelli will not be happy with the way he's dealt with that. Not too sure that's even been tucked into the corner by Milovanović. Well, Lopatelli, maybe a lack of concentration. Yep, that's straight down the middle. And okay, it's swerved, but Lopatelli should save that. He saw it coming all the way, but unable to stop it. And game, set and match, Red Star Belgrade. Well, not in the corner at all. 2-0 Red Star. And Chievo suffer a killer blow, which will abruptly end their first season in European competition. Franceschini over the top, and well, a hugely dramatic looking dive there from Baguetto. In fact, it was Pellissier. Yeah, very good, but won't get you a penalty, son. And Red Star's performance will go down as, well, a vintage way to hit teams away from home in Europe. 2 late goals here in the Bentegodi Stadium, having failed to break Chievo down on their own patch in the first leg. But no way now that Chievo are going to come back from this margin and get 3 in the final minute of play plus stoppage time, although they do have an opportunity here This would certainly spice things up. Gvozdenović seeing yellow there right at the death hit. Three of them standing over it. It's going to be Lorenzo Danna, blocked by the wall and deflected wide. Nothing going for Chievo. Lorenzo Danna trying to drill it through. Well, that could have gone anywhere. Ball comes in again though, and headed over. Really disappointing end for Chievo. They will turn their attentions back to Serie A. The Red Star free kick. Trying to play keep ball now, but not being very successful with it. Casato coming forward. Forward by Rangelović. Made a couple of important stops for Red Star. Lorenzo Danna eventually gets that upfield, but not very far, and that's been the problem really for Chievo. Too much sloppiness. Boskovic caught offside, Branko Boskovic. And he wasn't, was he? Look at the player on the far side there, playing him on. And the referee swiftly across, foul by Nenad Lalatovic, which prolongs the agony further for both sides actually. Going to be another Chievo free kick. Well, Dudic is shaping up for a shot on goal here. And it gets a bit messy in the closing stages as tempers become frayed. Simone Perotta having words. Vitali involved as well there. It's easily out though. Franceschini moving forward. Franceschini with a good cross in. Three yellow shirts inside the box, but none of them can capitalise. And a slip by Perotta. But a good ball in by Perotta, and even at the death, Chievo can't force a consolation. Begato's header. And the save low to his left from Rangelović. Across it comes, and that will be the last action, is it? Yuri Baskakov with the whistle to his lips, and a disappointing end to Chievo's first campaign in Europe. It's back to the mundanity of Serie A football for Chievo. They entertain Modena here at the weekend. Red Star it is who progress 0-0 after the first leg. Classic away performance in Europe by the Yugoslavians. It's finished 2-0 tonight, 2-0 on aggregate. Red